Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Shirley Bags LLC. Glad to see you. Glad you could be here. Glad you could join me. All right, just want to talk about a couple of terms today. Artificial intelligence and the learning organization. So artificial intelligence, that is where we train the computers to do human-like tasks. So instead of the humans doing certain tasks, solving problems, making decisions, we're training these computers, artificial intelligence. So we had those self-driving cars. So the self-driving cars, they are able to make, cars like that can drive themselves because they train the cars. It's just like training these computer systems, these machines, training these machines, these computer systems to do human-like tasks. That's why you hear a lot about, well, sometimes you might hear about automation. Some of these systems, these computer systems, are going to take over some of the jobs that humans usually do. So in other words, you're working for a company and you usually do a certain type of job, you have a certain position, but then your boss, the manager, come and tell you, hey, well, we turn all our systems over to AI, artificial intelligence. So we're going to train these machines. Instead of you having a job, we're going to train these machines to do the job that you usually do. So you out of a job. No, but I'm just saying, I don't know if it'll go like that, but automation, So AI, artificial intelligence, training these computer systems to do human-like tasks, solving problems, making decisions. So in other words, are these artificial intelligent machines able to think like humans? So we do have, as humans, we have our senses. We have our what? How many senses do we have? 5. I know we have sight, we have hearing, we have sound, we have our touch. So we have our senses, but the thing is with these computer systems, they don't have senses like a human. I don't think they would ever be able to totally take over a human's job. But, so the future of AI looks bright. So you can do a little more research on artificial intelligence. Then I have another term called a learning organization. So a learning organization is where you, within your organization, you create a culture geared toward learning, a culture geared toward continuous learning. So you have the managers, you have the employees, you even have your customers. So you can learn from your customers can learn from you. And so it's creating a culture. Culture is the atmosphere within the organization. Wherever you create a culture within something, or within a place, within a home, or organization, whenever you create in a certain type of environment, a cultural environment, you call it the culture within. In other words, if you're doing things, if you are an organization, you gear toward learning, and all you care about, you want to make sure that you're creating a learning environment. We all learn, we all work together, we're learning from each other, we're gaining new skills. You might train this person this type of skill or this system, and somebody might train you. So whatever you do within the organization, whatever type of business, whatever type of business it is, you want to create that positive culture within the organization. So the learning organization, that's creating a culture, continuous culture of learning. So what are you learning? You're learning new systems. You're learning how to do this. You're learning whatever you learn, depending on your company, depending on your brand. So that is learning organization and artificial intelligence. So AI, training these machines to do human-like tasks, to be able to make decisions, do human-like tasks, just do things, jobs that humans usually do. They want to turn it over to these artificial intelligent machines. So those computers. But you can read a little bit more on artificial intelligence and a learning organization. So I would try to bring a couple different terms, daily when I do my videos. So, but you can do a little bit more research if you want to on the artificial intelligence and the learning organization. And artificial intelligence, they have those self-driving cars too. I think that was I think it was at Uber or I forgot the gentleman's name that created those self-driving cars, but they had to train the cars. They had to train those machines to be able to drive, by themselves. So, but I don't think I would ever get inside a self-driving car, But I know Uber had those self-driving cars as well. But I don't know if they still have those on the road. But I know they mentioned it and they talked about it for a while, and I haven't heard anything else, But artificial intelligence. So, and just want to, get back into a little bit more marketing. Every time you talk about your products and services, every time you tell people about the benefits, where they can find your products and services, what they cost, that is part of marketing, brand awareness, making you aware of my brand, making you aware of my business, basically my business. Making you aware of my business, my product line, what I have, what it costs, where you can find it. So marketing. And so I do have my, like I talked about before, my gift bags, my grab bags. So gift bags, grab bags. So in my gift bags, I will have all kinds of items, So I look for all kinds of things. Keychains, keychains, nails, all kinds of, items. Socks for kids, So, but as I, when I pack them, I'll have them labeled, grab bags, gift bags, and then you'll know what's in them. So, so that's just one, but I have, let me tell you, do have a whole box of them.